Hi guys, how are you all doing today? Today I am finally getting this video created for you. I've had a few people request it, so I'm going to show you my process on how to install Sims 3 Pack Store Worlds and convert them to package files and get them installed in your game. I'm sorry if I don't sound that chipper, I'm just getting over a bad cold, so sorry for that. Anyways, you're gonna need a few programs, so all these ones here. Once you have these, we'll get started. Also, make sure you have your mods framework set up in your Sims 3 documents folder. Of course, all the links are down below in the description, so yeah, just get everything ready to go, plus the world that you want to use for this tutorial, and we'll get started. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to make this as painless as possible for you. Excuse my messy desktop. I have been trying to, I've been in the middle of fixing some of the worlds I provide in another video I did a while back, and some people reported back that some of the worlds like in-game were having like a text issue, so lots and descriptions and that were in like a long file path name. Anyways, I've gone ahead and gone through my worlds the last couple days and been trying to fix all the ones that may have been missing file somehow. So I don't know how that happened, but that's what I've been doing. Anyways, so if you're interested in just, you know, getting a world for your game and you're not really into this process, the process of what I do and how I convert them, you might want to just go check that video out, and I provide all the worlds that are already fixed in that video. Otherwise, we will get started here. So like I said, I'm going to try and make this as painless as possible. The first thing, so like I said, you needed a few programs, so hopefully you've gone ahead and figured out how to download them. For the Sims 3 Re-Compressor, in case for those of you who are a little confused here, so it takes you to this website, More Awesome Than You. I don't know why they named it like that, but it's kind of funny. Anyway, so yeah, you are going to want to download this link here, and it'll download in a zip file. Once it's downloaded, you just want to unzip it, of course. So navigate to your downloads file. Oh, it's not in there. Okay. Anyways, you just open up your zip file and you drag this file here. You'll see inside the s3rc.exe. Just drag it onto your desktop and it's done. It's that simple. Okay, so once you're done that, hopefully you have the world that you are wanting to convert. So this one is the deluxe or the gold, Sunlit Tides Gold. This is the one I'm going to use for the tutorial, and the reason is because it has a lot that's attached to it, so I'm going to show you how to take the lot out as well. Once you have your Sims 3 Re-Compressor program here, and you have your world file, your store world file, all you do is you drag it over top of the exe program, and a command prompt will pop up. And so you just let it do its thing. Once it disappears, the file will be cleared of the store restriction encryption that the Sims 3 Pack files come with. So you can convert it into package files. So depending on how big the file is or how many files are attached to that one file, it'll take a minute or two. Finally. Okay, so now the Sims 3 Pack file is cleared of that encryption. So now we can extract all package files in it. So the first thing you want to do, or the first thing that I do anyways, is create a folder on my desktop, and I'll call it Sunlit Tides Content, and then just drag that Sims 3 Pack into that folder. Now you're going to want to open up one of those programs, and so what I do is I will actually create a Sims 3 tools folder and put that on my storage drive, and that's where I'll keep all my Sims 3 tools like multi-extractor and all that. So we're going to want to open that one up, the Sims 3 Pack multi-installer. I call it Extractor because it extracts your packages. And you're going to want to open up your Sims 3 Pack cleaner, aka Custard, So you just want the Sims3 pack cleaner.exe. You want to just open that up. All right, now we can close this folder. So for the extractor, you want to navigate to that folder that you just made on your desktop that you put your Sims 3 pack in. So for this one, it's Sunlit Tides content. So I go to desktop, look for Sunlit Tides content, and click OK, and then do the same thing for the destination. So you want the same one, Sunlit Tides content, click OK, then just click extract. Okay, open up that content folder. There is all the package files. You can take the Sims 3 pack file out of there now, just drag it back onto your desktop. Okay, so now that you have that open, just kind of throw it aside there. You can close the extractor program. So now we're going to want to open up that same Sims 3 pack, and you want to open that up in the cleaner. So file, open, navigate to that Sunlit Tides. Oh my god, not a good time. Go away. I had my do not disturb on so I wouldn't get notifications, and then it just disturbed me. Ugh, okay, I can never win. Okay, I shouldn't say that. Anyways, all right. So you open up that Sims 3 pack in this Sims 3 pack cleaner, and you will see all the same files here, except you'll have names for them. So, you know, you'll kind of know what everything is and what's attached to that Sims 3 pack file. So because this is, like I said, because this is the gold version, we are going to need to extract the lot that comes with it as well. First, we're going to extract the world though. So we want to look over here. You'll see, in my case anyways, it's red. I don't know if that's for everybody, but it also says in the type, it'll say world. So you know that that's your world file that you need to extract from here. So you want to look at the content ID over here on the left. And I usually just take note of the last 4 characters, like 6D33. Then I will look for it in my content folder here. And this part is tedious, so you just got to find that file and take it out. Here it is here, I believe 6D33. And then I just make sure and I match it with the first few characters as well. So 0x6E0915, and it's the same here. So that's the world file that you need. So just highlight it and drag it onto your desktop. Then you want to name it. So Sunlit Tides. My keyboard is like a mile away, so it's hard to type. Sunlit Tides. And then you want to change the extension from package to world, and just click OK, and it will ask you, are you sure you want to change it? So just click yes. All right, there's your world. All right, so now what I do, so just keep your cleaner program open, and you can just throw that aside. So now we want to open up our Sims 3 package editor, and we want to open up this newly converted world package. Click on File, Open, just navigate to it and open it up. Now you want to make sure that you have a preview pane open on the right here. And then you'll see all this stuff on the left. What you want to do, what I usually do here is I'll just click this tag here, and then I will go over here to the scroll bar and I'll scroll down. And so what you're looking for is a tag abbreviated as STBL in capitals. So just scroll down until you find that. And this part is quite tedious. Here's all the tags. It's usually, yeah, right under snap. What we're doing is we're wanting to extract the XML from the world file. And what this is when you go into your game, you go into edit town or map view or whatever, you get the descriptions, the pop-up descriptions. When you scroll your mouse over the lots and stuff, it'll tell you the names and the descriptions. So if you don't have this file extracted in this process, then you'll get the long file path name and you won't have addresses or anything. So that's not a good thing. Kind of makes it unplayable. Look for the stable, like I said, highlight it. And so you want to look for in the preview pane here, you want to look for the format, the right format. So it'll look like this. It'll be quite a lot of text, and it'll be in this format. If you look down here, it has like the package file, long package file names, and then beside it, it'll have the lot names and addresses and stuff. So this is in a different language. So what you want to do is click down until you find your language. In our case, it's English. or in my case, it's English, I should say. And usually, like for English, I found that it's more near the bottom or right at the bottom, but I usually click through just in case. And sometimes there is a lot of these that you have to click through. So this is kind of tedious, but it is really important to do. Yeah, so in this case, it is at the very bottom. So there it is. And so like I said, you will see the package, content ID, name on this side. And then I don't know if you can see that, it's so small. But then you'll see on the other side, it'll have the names of the lots. It'll have the addresses and stuff and that. So it's in this kind of a format. That's how you know you'll be at the right one. And you'll see the descriptions above. So just highlight it, right click on it, and you want to export that to package. And I usually export mine to my desktop at first, and then I'll just name it the world name. So Sunlit Tides, and I'll call it XML because that's what it is. It's an XML file. And then just click down here, click on open, and you can close out of this program now. And there is the XML file. What I do is I'll just put that into my Sunlit Tides content folder, and you can just drag and drop it in there. All right, now that you're done that, we need to install Sunlit Tides world file. So just navigate to your install file. So the Sims 3 game data, shared, non-package, and then worlds. And then just drag and drop that world file in there. And now your world is installed. And now we can move on to the lot. Okay, so this one here, is this the right one, the text? Yeah, I'll just open this up. So I provided all the content ID for the different lots here. So this is for, you know, all the gold editions, all the lots. For the Sunlit Tides here, you'll see the Serenity Retreat is what it's called, Sunlit Tides Gold. And then here you'll see the content ID. This is the one you want to look for in the Sunlit Tides content folder where you just put your XML file package. So yeah, you want to look for DC04, the last 4 characters. And we want to just find that file and take it out like we did with the world. There it is there, DC04, and then I just make sure the first 0x179, 0x179 match, highlight it, and then just drag it out. So we got everything out of the contents folder that we needed to get out. So you can just put that aside. We can close this now, and for this is the retreat. This is the lot. I just name it Serenity Retreat and lot. So to install this one in your game, it goes in your Sims 3 documents library folder. So you just want to navigate to there, Electronic Arts, Sims 3 library. Well, I already have it in there, so I'm not going to drag it in. But that's where that one goes. Drag it in and drop it in. And then your lot's installed. And I'll show you later when we test the world how to place that in-game. Now what we want to do is, actually we can just close this, so I don't know why I always keep them open. We want to open back up the Sims 3 package editor program. And so this time we want to click on File and then New. And then you want to right click in the open space here and you want to go down to Import. And then you want to go down to Import as DBC. So just click that one. And then you want to navigate to your Sunlit Tides content folder where you put your XML package in. Just highlight it and open it. And then you want to just highlight all the package files in this folder. Make sure you have them all highlighted and then click open. And then here is the save as window. So here you want to name it. I name it Sunlit Tides. And then I put a underscore in so as not to create any spaces. And that helps the game load the content faster if you don't have spaces in the name. So Sunlit Tides, and I'll name it content. And then you want to navigate to where you want to save it. So like I say, I always save mine onto my desktop at first, then just come down here and click save. And then it's gonna just kind of twitch out for a little bit until it's done. So let it do its thing. This will take a minute or two, depending on how big the file is and how many files. For Dragon Valley, it takes a little bit more than a couple minutes. It takes quite a while for it to merge all the packages because there's just a lot in that file. One thing I forgot to mention is that you should back up your Sims 3 documents folder before you do anything as well. Not that anything is going to go wrong, but it's always a good idea to do it anyways, just in case. All right, that's done. So now we can close this off, and here is our Sunlit Tides content items. So now we want to install that into our game. So you want to navigate back to your documents, Electronic Arts, Sims 3 folder, and this is where you put it into your mods and your packages folder. So what I do is I usually create a separate folder and I call it store, and that's where I put all my world content stuff in, just to keep it organized. So just drag and drop that into there, and I already have it in there because I already have it installed. So I'm not going to do that. And there, then your content is installed, your store or your world is installed, and your lot. And all these files that you have left on your desktop, you can just create or throw it into your Sunlit Tides content folder and just keep it as a backup if you want to do that. And same with your Sims 3 pack. Keep that as a backup or throw it away, whatever. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is fire up the game and just see if everything's working okay. I'm going to show you a couple things that I usually do before I start my game. One thing is, it might help your game a bit if you're having issues. I just do it anyways as precaution, is I'll navigate to my operating system drive, which is usually on your C drive. And then I will open up my user file, users. I'll go to my abbreviation name, and then this file here, app data. So you might not see that file, so you're going to want to go up to your taskbar above, click on view, and then you want to click on show. This is in Windows 11. It's kind of the same, Windows 10, pretty much the same anyways. Go to show and then go down to hidden items and make sure that's checked. And then all the hidden files will appear, and you'll see this one called app data. You want to open that up, go to local, and then go down to temp. Oh, I have a lot in here. Okay, so depending on what you have open in the background as well, some of these files might not delete, but that's okay. You want to just delete as many as possible. So just highlight them all and throw them away. And like I said, some of them might not delete because they're usually open or associated with programs that you have running in the background or whatever. Close that out. I also use Regal Saber Cleaner, and I'm not going to show you how to use it in this tutorial because that's just a different tutorial altogether. But yeah, I go in here and I always make sure I clear my cache, whatever, package files out of my Sims 3 documents. So this just does everything automatically that I want it to do without having to go in there. I also use Game Booster. So I go open this up. I love this program. And I'll just click boost before I start my game, so then it shuts down a bunch of background programs and helps your game run better. With Sims 3, we need all the help we can get. All right, so I'm going to just launch my game. All right, here's Dragon Valley, and I love the flyover. Actually, no, not Dragon Valley. What am I saying? Sunlit Tides. Oh my god. Dragon Valley has a nice flyover as well. I'm going to open up Edit Town and just check to see any of these lots and see if they're displaying. Okay, yes, they are. A really good thing. So it doesn't have, like I said, the long file path name for the address and the names, whatever, for it. All right, so that is good. Everything's working great. Now for the retreat, you want to place that in your town before you start a new save. It's on a lot here, or is that it? No, that's not it. Okay, it's the end of the road lot anyway. So you just want to go here to the show community lots tab. It'll just say community lots, visitors allowed. It won't have the actual lot name, but it's usually, if you've just installed it, it'll be like the first lot in this bin. So if you open it up, it'll show you the size of it. So it's a 30 by 30. So just close that up. I know it's on the beach. It's right beside the ocean. Okay, there's a lot here specifically for the retreat. This is it here, the end of the road. I'm just going to check the lot again. It says visitors allowed. And all right, what I want to do is click on that lot. And it says no visitors allowed. So you want to go down here and change the lot type. It is on community, so you just want to change it to visitors allowed. I usually change it to resort because that's what it is, isn't it? You can change it to resort or visitors allowed, whichever one. I'm just going to leave it on resort. And it changed successfully. So then bring that community lot up again. And now we can just click on place copy and drop it on that lot. So just make sure it's placed properly. It looks good. That's the proper placement for it. So just click accept. And now we can just change the name or give it a name. So just go to this little paper and pencil icon at the end, edit details, and call it what it's called, Serenity Retreat. There, you can give it a description if you want, and save, and that's it. So now your lot is installed in your world, and you can go ahead and start a new save in this beautiful, beautiful world. Sunlit Tides. All right, and this tutorial was helpful to you at all. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate it so much and appreciate all my subscribers and all the support that you give me. Until next time, have a good one, guys.